All right, party people, let's get this started. Wednesday evening, 9 o'clock. You want to see some gear? Just, I don't know, tell me what you want to see and we'll come back and look at it. We have gear, lots of gear. We've been amassing gear, building gear, all the gear, beautiful gear. There's gear all over in here. It looks like a gear bomb went off. Unlike the car bomb that went off in New York by the terrorists, right? You guys heard about that? Did you hear the bridge and all ports into Canada out of the United States were closed? Did you hear about that? Odd. Five by five, Peck, JT, Kilo Bravo, what's going on? 8 Bear, what's up? Combat Art, Evan Roach. What's going on? Did you guys hear about the car bombs? What do we have? Tourniquets, pocket organizers, combat cocks, extra large fupas, a bunch of primer color large tool bags. What's over here? What is this? OD AKM4 micros. Lots of them. More MCABs. Oh, that's weird. I've got a couple of those rubber gun rigs there. Tourniquet pouches. What are these? Pistol mags. And more pistol mags. Wookie cocks. What do we got out here? More large tool bags. More AKM4 micros. We gave the girls off, so the production is shut down until Monday. Firewood carriers right there. Medical backpacks, vehicle med bags, more of those running. More footage came out. It wasn't a bombing. Car was going full speed, launched off of a barrier. Got it. Weird. Highlander, what's up? I was on eBay today and saw what was advertised as SOE frog rig. 4 double mag pouches, 2 medium pouches on either side. Did y'all used to make those? Yeah, we did. Yep. The pouches on the side are full length. The mag pouches should be several inches above the bottom of the rig. The rig should have a strip of 2-inch scuba webbing underneath it where they could put frags upside down or smokes or 40 mic. And if it's a frog rig, well, it could have several configurations. What did you say it was? DA? Did it say DA? No, it didn't say DA. Day pack. Yeah, we shipped a Woodland one. Sky low. What's the rig going for? Black Friday promo. So we're just 20% off, super easy. No extra shit we got to build. You can place as many orders as you want. The larger the orders you place, the more likely it is there will be delays. So order up. If you order a tool bag and then order some weird shit, maybe we have, maybe we don't, your order's going to wait. You order the tool bag and we have it, it'll ship. You order the weird thing and it'll ship as soon as it's built. We're also, you can send emails on any weird shit or super special color matchy match bullshit you guys like. And we can discuss that. Those prices are going to carry a premium. But we're kind of opening it up, and when I feel like I have more than I want to deal with, we'll stop taking those orders. I've got M1 Grand chest rigs. The clips come out the top. These ones come out the bottom. Why is that? Because if you open these up, you can't get them out the other way. So we gave you columns of pals on the side, so you can put compact tear offs. You can put Baofeng, VX6Rs, whatever there, smokes, pyro, demo if you got it. Large tool bags all across the bottom, large tool bag sweetness. Standard tool bags across the top, and there is a second row of tool bags behind all of those, so there's twice what you see there. Medium clothes bags, small clothes bags, cop rigs, danglers, and we've got a lot more of these in the motion. We've got extra large fupas, standard fupas, fanny packs. Tool carriers, more tool bags. 2004 Frog Rig Dev Group. Well, they added Dev Group on there. I'd have to see it to tell you what it is. What are they asking for it? I'm an Army vet. I just qualified for national finalist in the spoken word creative arts competition for the VA. That's very cool, man. Trying to get the word out for my stand-up, and I love your stuff. Skylo, tag me on your TikTok and your Instagram, and we will take a look at it. I, personally. He's asking 1,000. Yeah, that's what they go for, man. That's what they get. No bullshit, it was 40 feet in the air. Dude wanted to be chitty chitty bang bang. Dude, there was a lot of people came out, including military, that said it was a IED VBID. Gear and pod outlook second row of the tool bag. Sky low. Gear and pod outlook second row of the tool bags. I'm not sure what we're talking about. There was an interesting conversation, some press briefing, presser, and when questioned, it was some State Department chick or something, said something about sky marshals and are there a lot of sky marshals on planes? And she said, no, there's actually no sky marshals on planes because the sky marshals are all off the plane being tasked to go after January 6ers. Interesting, because there's a ton of footage coming out showing that a lot of that January 6th stuff was complete horse shit. And there were feds acting as Antifa and so, yet they are still, and Scully said that today. He said it's interesting because they're still going after January 6 people. They're still making arrests on January 6, just people that were there. But they told publicly that there are no sky marshals on the plane, almost like they're inviting trouble. Weird. It's just fucking bizarre. Matt, what's up? Staying safe. Yeah, Scott, we're not going anywhere. Amanda and I hanging out, not doing shit. Well, we're doing this. Her and I are working. I see Overton is here. I see people. Oh, there he is. What's up, bud? Lots of LBVs, yeah. We're gonna do some LBVs. I've got a dozen multicam black ones almost finished up. We didn't have edge tape for the longest time, and we now have edge tape. So. Would we ever make a plate carrier? We made I don't know 100 or so of them. No, I'm not making plate carriers. There's tons of them out there. Like there's a shitload of plate carriers out there. The real answer is I just don't have to make fucking plate carriers. There's plenty of dudes making them. There's a lot of shit that goes with building them to include different sizing, and we can't make enough of what we're already making. Large tool bags, badass, yeah. If you have a dozen of them, you'll use every one of them. Yeah, why would they advertise that? Easy K. Are you still going to make a chest rig that takes rifle plate body armor? I don't know. That was something a buddy of mine always, talks about, always pushes when he's present, but nothing came of it. I mean, we sell enough shit as it is. I don't need to do that. And you don't, and it's a cool idea, but you get such minimal coverage. Like, why don't you just wear a real plate? Worked with January 6th guy. He did 30 years, 30 days in Fed for it. Crazy, right? Crazy. And you don't do 30 days in the feds. You don't even go to a federal facility until that's why you hear year in a day. That's when you go to a federal facility. Anything under that, you can stay in local custody or halfway house. Like, you don't surrender to Lompoc for 30 days. What tool carriers are on the table? Black, multicam black, and woodland. That's the bifold tool carrier, and it comes with a large mesh pocket and 2 small mesh pockets. Team Wendy makes dummy sappy plates in multiple sizes. Why dummy sappy plates? Delivery Marpat tool bag light. It's everything. Yeah, they're really nice. They're I reckon very nice, especially for $65. They're more there's a lot of labor in that thing with that softer material. Saw a video today about Army guys getting out, having to pay for gear. Yeah, I saw the one kid. And keep in mind, and I don't doubt that it's true, but it could also be complete horseshit. It was going around TikTok. It's been going around Instagram. It's been out there for 2 or 3 days. And he was saying, they told him to leave the gear. You don't have room to take it on the flight out of Afghanistan. And now that he's separating from the Army, and I saw him, the words come out of his mouth saying it was $2,000. And now I'm seeing a video, or I'm seeing people say it's $4,000. So I don't know if there's 2 separate dudes. I don't know what the deal is. Dummy plates fill the carrier for paintballs. Yeah. How many days changes of clothes fit in a small clothing bag? Well, Peter, I wear the same pair of pants. This pair specifically, I've been wearing for probably 2 weeks right now. I change underwear probably twice, even 3 times a day. And then shirt, if I don't have any stains or anything on the shirt, this is an inside shirt, which means I'm not outside doing physical stuff in it, and I'm also not in the gym with it. So when I travel, I take my t-shirts that I want, and I will, fold this half in and fold this, and by me I mean my wife, and we roll them up, and then I have socks and underwear. So if I'm going out of town for the weekend, I'll usually have 7 pairs of socks, 7 underwear, 3 or 4 shirts, and then I'll have a pair of pants. I'll usually have a second pair of pants because we might come upon something cool and we get dirty. So I'll have another pair of pants rolled up. And then I'll have, when we go to a restaurant, and I'll wear this exact same shit all day out of town, and then we'll go to a nice restaurant someplace, and all I do is put a smart wool or a Cole long sleeve shirt over, which is usually black and has like gray or red outside stitching, so there is no print on it, and nobody even looks twice when we walk into a little dressier restaurant. So the real answer is it just depends on what you consider to be a change of clothes, right? It just depends, man. Now, when I'm outside, like on the weekends, my clothes will be fucking just completely covered in dust from moving around feed bags or working in the tractors, or, that's a whole nother animal. Toy Town, what up? Sky with his, what are we doing with his bare hands? Did you catch a lion? Howdy, gentlemen. How many days? Dummy plates. I think we've read all of these. Josh, man, good to see you on here, dude. I run one of those chest rig plate carriers. I don't like it. Yeah, chest rig plate carriers aren't ideal. You're trying to do something that it doesn't do anything well. You'll be glad you have that fucking plate. I mean, if somebody said, hey, you got a pretty good chance when you walk out the door somebody's going to shoot at you, and I didn't have anything, I would fucking duct tape, a metal plate around my chest. Applications starting to roll in for Homestead Apprentice. Nice. Hey guys, if you don't know Radio Made Easy, you might have seen it on my Facebook page. I shared it. They're doing a Black Friday promo. If you buy one Radio Made Easy class, you get a second one half off. That's a killer deal. And also think like on Father's Day and stuff, bring your dad to that thing. Take dad and go get a class and spend that time together with him. That'd be a good thing, to do. Or bring your children. Lou, what's up? Just placed another order. Hey, Shorty, thanks for the order. I can't see your picture, but you look like my friend David Willis. Did I catch a lion? I caught him. He was lying. Do you think I'm fucking lying to you? More importantly, what about all these? And my hip-hop-opotamus, his rhymes are bottomless. Code for the BOGO deal, Black Friday 23. We were going to use that code too. We just went with Black Friday. Because some people are dumb. It's just easier that way. Less letters. We also set it to they can use capital or uncapitalized letters. You can fit 49 PMags in a small clothes bag. That's a lot of PMags in there. It's a badass lion. What's the story behind where you found that? Oh, I found it at a zoo. And then I brought him home, and I loved him and cared for him. Combed him so much that his mane fell out mostly. And then when he expired, we just had him mounted. Geriatric lion. A real man would fit 50. A real man would just keister that motherfucker for that extra one. It actually holds 49 because there's one in the gun. Duh. $50 without iron sights. Love pulling the thread. Keep it up. Thanks, Joe. We did 126 of them, 5 days a week, every day. We did them, and then we just stopped doing them for a few years. People kept asking for them, so we brought them back and changed a little. Just placed another order, Shorty. Thanks for the order, man. Will mesh pockets work for 22 large, or will they fall out? No, I'd say they totally work. They'll totally work. Got the text right on, Josh. Sorry I'm late. I'm cooking. What are you cooking? What are you making, bro? Bra. 88 yards. And more. Marpat. What other taxidermy animals do you have? Well, what taxidermy animals do you have? I've got hippopotami. I have a flying monkey. Got some other monkeys. Can we expect to see you doing a cameo? Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff side by side. We actually film a little bit of stuff at the same time, and you just see a very different video from each of us. I brined the turkey, cooking collard greens for tomorrow. Have to work till 6, so trying to set the wife up for success. Nice, awesome, dude. I don't have any. I think they always are cool though. Right on, Derek. If you want something, let me know, and I'll put you. I'll help you find that. It's not hard to find. You just have to, know where to look. If you want some weird stuff. Mechanic wants a taxidermy rattlesnake to put in the mouth of his taxidermy black wolf. That's doable. I see cobras more often than rattlesnakes, but they're out there for sure. You'll also see like a mongoose riding a cobra, and you'll see animals, saddled up on rattlesnakes. I see that occasionally too. Taxidermy, if the person who has the taxidermy has no interest in it, taxidermy is inexpensive. If the person who has the taxidermy knows what the taxidermy cost and they're trying to sell it, taxidermy is expensive. Both my boys have their first deer European mouse. That's cool, man. That's very cool. They'll remember that the rest of their lives. Math whiz. Yeah, I ain't the best at math. And when I write things down, handwritten by hand, I can't even read them myself. So don't fucking bother. Did I see the taxidermy now? Yeah, Kirby, that was actually very cool. That was a very neat piece. Small clothes bag does not fit 50 max. But you could sprinkle some loose rounds in there. You know, sprinkle, sprinkle. Turkey brining, nice. Nice. Cobra boots. Yeah, you got to get Cobra boots and the matching belt buckle. With the fake rolly. It looks good. Don't jump in the swimming pool with it. And your gold-plated 1911 and 38 Super. You gotta get the boots where the toe curves way up in the front. The ski ramp boots. Think of the day. You should be on Jack Spearco's podcast as a motivational moment. We do a podcast once a month together. 1911 38 Super does not compute. All the 1911s in Mexico are 38 Super. Kind of doubt it. Did you make this bag for 7 tall, 7 wide PMags? Incredibly satisfying brick. I've been watching a ton of how to spot fake Rolex videos. Man, there's some fake Rolexes out there that you won't spot. There's some fake Rolexes that go into Rolex and they don't spot them. The good ones are coming out of Japan. The Santi's boots with the heel platform. There's some M cabs right there. Got to go back to work. Any 1911, not 45. Don't they have a bunch of 1911s that are 9mm too? I don't care either way. I mean, if you want a 1911, get that. They got this other thing you might not be aware of. It's called a fucking Glock, though, and it works like a hammer every time you need it to work. Hey, woman, remember these plants that got put over here that need watering?
They only get watered 2 times a week.
Okay, they look like they need water. How many turkeys fit into a large tool bag? You haven't seen the kind of turkeys we grow. I couldn't put a single fucking chicken in a large tool bag the way we grow them. They have fake Kershaw and cold steel knives. Why? Why don't you just buy a real one? Fucking peasants. Florida man. High Point's the best. That's right. Buy an $800 fake Rolex, and it's indistinguishable and better than a real Rolex. Beside the fact it's not a Rolex. Wilson Combat 19, sexy as hell, right on. Evan, bro, like for real, whatever you want, man. That's your money. You're a grown-ass man. You made the money. You spend it wherever you want. Fake High Points. Really, it'll keep precise time. That's how you know. Man, in the beginning of COVID, if you'd have put all your stimulus money into Rolexes, you could fucking double your money right now. With Buffalo, a failed attack. That's what they were immediately reporting, man. I don't know. I've not looked into it. I would think that it's safe to assume that anything mainstream media tells you is probably somewhat not the truth. I can tell you I'm not going out where there's a lot of crowds, though. You know, anytime. Well, I don't go where there's a lot of crowds anyways. It's probably safe that it's a safe assumption they are not bombing antique stores, right? They're not going to try to crash an airplane into an antique mall somewhere. Rainbow Bridge thing was exactly as planned. Yeah. I wouldn't even like if Alex Jones was like the government did this, it's a false flag. I'd be like, yeah, maybe. What are they after? Fear. Make people feel uncomfortable, so when they do their next move, you're more apt to go along with their, suspension of the election, perhaps. Buffalo was an accident. The car went airborne. Macy's, yeah, Macy's is what I keep hearing too. Rough buff, I haven't been home in 10 years. $9 1911 popular, and for the hunters, the 10. Man, I always wanted a Delta Elite. Still waiting for your stimulus money. Yeah, no shit. No shit. That money which the government does not give to me. Yeah, they're probably not bombing anybody in Kentucky or Tennessee. We did have like some Palestine, pro-Palestine rallies and shit going on in Nashville sometime this week, I saw. I even question whether that really happened or not. NFL game had to stop twice for a drone flying into stadium last week night game. Yeah, I don't go any place where there's games played. Survival Dispatch had a great video today talking drone attacks. Leave house, must have Narcan for future. Speaking of drones, was it Brandon Herrera and Grantham did a drone video chasing each other with drones? I haven't watched it, but I will definitely watch that. The Survival Dispatch guys, I like those guys. Such, anytime he's in town, he comes here. Such has quite a bit of SOE gear. House that blew up in Clarkston, Tennessee. One of those pesky gas leaks, right? Niagara Falls controls the whole eastern seaboard for power. Yep. Never qualified for a stimulus. Ed Cilio. I didn't know that about 38 Super and 45. Interesting. Looked like a medical emergency accident. Semi-driver had a heart attack, took out a way station. I would like to know what the drivers of the vehicles look like. It ain't normally people that look like you and I doing any car bombings or terrorism type shit. So I'd be curious. Looked like a medical emergency. Never called stimulus. Okay, that's all the comments there. I was watching Fox Live when the border attack happened. They brought on an expert, still somehow found a way to mention the dastardly MAGA extremists. And were they coming from Canada into the United States, or were they trying to go out of the United States? Kathy Hoschel assured us it wasn't an attack. How far away are y'all from Nashville? 90 minutes. 90 minutes. They immediately came out and said terrorist attack. If they found out that it wasn't white guys, it will completely change the story. From Canada, got it. The car headed into Canada. Yeah, it was coming from Canada. So I've got it was coming from Canada and it was headed to Canada. Local and going to Canada. Turns out the car was remote controlled. Are you saying that or are we verified on that now? Holy shit. You mean you don't spend money to cheer another man's name? Nope. Nope, I don't have a shirt with anybody else's name. Actually, if you see me wearing a shirt that's not mine, it's because I'm friends with the motherfucker that owns the company. We have shirts this week. We did lightweight hoodies, and they say America Post-Apocalypse on them. They're nice. How much you want to bet the car wasn't blue? It was not targeted by a laser. You're making a short about it. That's good. I did see an O.J. Simpson jersey. It said allegedly on the back. If the gloves don't fit, you must have quit. What are they distracting us from? Oh, I don't know. Living in peace, being successful, sleeping at night, getting actual rest, putting time into being healthier, developing future for your family. Small tool bag magazine grab bag gives me the fizz. Nice, man. Nice. You got some small tool bags? Aaron Hernandez jersey. I have no idea who that is. Small clothes bag, right on. Right on. Cincinnati, we had a car miss the off ramp and fly off into a house. There was no explosion. Huh?
Said I bet they were surprised.
Bet they were surprised. If we drink enough beer and scream at the TV loud enough, we might win a game. A lot of it's just further division, man. They don't have to divide you. We'll divide ourselves. Look at the bump stock or binary trigger or whatever the thing that you're not supposed to have today that you were allowed to have last week, right? Who's going to tell on you? A dude that stood right next to you and shot that motherfucker with you. It's somebody that looks like you. It's somebody that you would align with. Somebody with a truck like yours, right? Seemingly has the same values of you. It ain't a crazy gun-raging liberal that's going to give you up. It's a motherfucker that you called your friend. Maybe it landed on my pillow. Brothers will turn against brother, yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Wrench rolls? I think we have some wrench rolls. We had a whole bin of wrench rolls. Color you want? I've got arid right now. Ship them to you Monday. What's your best buddy? Yeah, yeah. Trying to figure out how to smoke a brisket and 3 chickens with a used smoker I've never used on Saturday. National Hit the Thumbs Up Day. How long is the Black Friday code good for? I don't fucking know. You know it works right now. Why don't you go use that motherfucker? What does it matter how... The questions people ask. Tool bag. Laser. What is in here? Anything cool?
Heat mat,
Heat mats.
seed starting mats,
Seed starting mats.
and nut milk.
Nut milk bags. What the fuck is nut milk? Can't you motherfuckers just drink cow's milk? What are you even drinking milk for? I drink milk because cereal sucks without it. Visor covers. What do you want for a visor cover? What do you want? What you want? What you want? Salted pork belly, nice. Josh used to make me pork belly all the time. I'm never gonna dance again. I'll never eat pork belly again.
It's not the same.
Do you like this hand? It's very heavy. Black. Yeah, I can tell you the Black Friday code works too. Hundreds of people have used it. Nut milk is only for the ladies, yeah. It's right up there with cockroach milk. Yeah, friend, yeah. Well, 90% of the people in the federal system are in there because somebody told on them. They're very good about that. They will even let you sit in there for a while and pull you out and ask you to give up somebody to let you out early. It's almost like they don't even care if it's fabricated. It's like they get bonus money for it. It's like the child support system. It's like the judge gets a retirement bonus based on how much he jacks you up. The mesh pockets with pals? Yeah, I have mesh pockets with pals. Joshua, what's up? What mesh bags do you have with pals, large and small? Order what you want. Put in notes. You'll take anything similar, and we'll ship it out. All the small stuff like that is wide open. I'm gonna walk over here and show you what I have, but that doesn't mean one of these 400 orders from tonight didn't already order these things. Orange, black day pack. No, we've never. Have we? Maybe we've done a couple orange day packs. That's one of the. Email me, man. That was on that same deal. Just send an email. I'm probably not replying to any of those tonight. There's going to be a premium on all that weird special shit, but that's how you get it. It's the only way you'll get it, and you're going to order it, and you're going to understand that you're not going to email me and go, "Hey, how's my order coming?" And it'll show up. Pals pockets. These are all pals down here. I see OD. I see multicam black red, small and large. I see coyote, small. I see gray, small and large. I see Typhon back in there, larges. I see black smalls. I see Typhon reds, small and large. Black visor covers. Yeah, send me an email. That just gives me something to print. I might reply to you, I might not. Either way, I'll print it out and we'll build them. You'll see them on a text or an email or something. Grabbed a red and blue light hoodie. They're nice, man. They're super nice. I wear them all. I was wearing one this morning. Very, very pleased with the lightweight hoodies. And the red blue denotes that you're going to get the inside liner of the hoodie is red and the cords are red or blue. That's the difference. And those only go up to 3X. So on the 4s and 5s, it's just going to, you're not going to get the red or the blue. The hoodie and the cords are going to be black. Favorite boots? Depends what I'm doing, man. It just depends what I'm doing. I wear Solomon's 99% of the time. I've got Solomon GTXs. I've got big Solomon boots. I really like a solo boots. If I'm going to ride, motorcycle, dual sport, something like that, and I'm not going to put on a full-blown boot, those solos are pretty badass. Will I turn on the LBV? Nah. You can send a message about it, but I'm not going to turn them on. And definitely not at a discount. Favorite boots, footwear. Watch too many videos on pickled Jerusalem artichokes. Do not click on suggest. Yeah, like the blue waffles. Throughout human history, the past 12,000 years, do you think there was a person who looked very similar or almost exactly like you? Yeah, I think a doppelganger. Yeah, for sure. OD tool bag, blaze orange liner for the pilot types. Could do blue for Navy types. That'd be neat. You're not going to have shit for that orange inside though, because we're going to cover it all with Velcro. There are copies of all of us right now around the world. Yeah, what was that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he had a copy and they were going to knock him off and replace his copy into his family? What are your favorite boots, Ethan? Boots are made for walking. What is this? Oregano.
Freeze-dried oregano.
It's fucking super heavy. Why is it so heavy?
Because it's in glass.
In individual glass bottles or something?
6 glass jars.
What did we buy at wholesale?
No, I bought it on Amazon because they didn't have it at Walmart. Oh no, actually that did come from Walmart. It came from Walmart online. So it was only $3 a jar instead of 6.
It's just like powder for the kitchen?
No, I'm gonna make oil. Did you just roll your eyes?
No. No, I would have walked really close where you could have seen them if I did. It's not Total Recall? No, Total. I know the fat woman whose head opened up in Total Recall. Leftards, yeah, the president. They're super mad at that dude because Trump likes him. I have a rental property in a city that is growing rapidly. Do you think I should continue growing my company here, or should I move out of the city and make a business that I can run from the country? Well, that's up to you, man. Like that's your decision to make. I can tell you what I did. I mean, everybody knows what I did. That doesn't mean that that's the decision for you. Any mini packs? Yeah, I've got some multicam black mini packs that cut right over there. Still waiting for me to approve you for the Facebook group. Yeah, I don't. You're not. There's nothing in there that you're missing out on, and it's very rare that I approve anybody for the Facebook group. And most people, they're too dumb to even get in the Facebook group. You're not. But me putting you in the Facebook group tonight affects your life in 0 ways. There's nothing super duper cool. There's not any special thing that happens in there that you're missing out in right now. Any Alice LBV AK-47 ammo pouches in your wares? No. I don't even know what the fuck you just said. Alice. So you want to use Alice clip 2 1/4 inch stuff? No, our stuff's all a little more modern than that. If you want to carry AK-47 mags, our patrol mag pouches, and I would say we build the Rallyman mag pouches a lot more often. Those will carry 3 M4 mags, 2 308 mags, or 2 AK-47 mags. And those have PALs on the back, modular webbing, and you can attach them to a belt, or we also make a belt-mounted version if you're wanting to put it on a belt. Otherwise, you're going to use malice clips or some kind of attachments, and you can get those with pistol mags on the sides, or you can get them with PALs webbing where you can attach other shit to the side of them. The 6th day, that's it. That's what it was. That's what I was thinking of. Trying to cover my eyes. We went to the theater to see Total Recall. The 3 boobs. Yep. Anyone do any hunting on the property there? Cody has shot some deer here years ago. We do a lot of feeding animals, but there's not hunting here. We're fully fenced, and we have a lot of dogs that run off everything that's here. We have sheep and a lot of birds, ducks, geese, chickens, rabbits. So we use fences to keep dogs in, and we use dogs to kill anything that tries to come in here. Sick to see med bags in blaze orange with black. We can totally do it. Nobody's ever asked one. Give your jerk friend the Alice clips because you ran out of your malice clips. Even so, we saw SEAL teams running like malice clip stuff back in the day. Nobody used malice clips though. Occasionally we'd see them on kit, but they were all backed up with cord out 550. So you just run your 550 around, kind of in an X pattern typically, tie your knot off, and super glue it. And then zip ties too. We saw a lot of zip ties. How would you feel if your property intruder gets attacked by your dogs? That's what my dogs are here for. If you're on my property, there is no doubt you came across 2 separate fences to get on this property. And I have every fucking right for my dog to kill, maul, or eat you. There's no confusion as to where you are on this property. Hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving. You too, man.
Looks like there was a 15-car train derailment in Kentucky.
15-car train derailment, Kentucky.
Livingston, Piney Branch towns have been declared state of emergency.
State of emergency. That's not fucking good. What's the leak?
Sulfur dioxide.
Sulfur dioxide. Great. How many square feet is the facility? The footprint of this building right here on the ground is 10,000 square feet. And we put a 6,000 foot loft in this building, so it's 16,000. Small tool bag short is up. I will check that out. Awesome, man. I'll share that. My pee glows under. Yeah, everybody. It's because goobers are in these groups, and fucking that's the new thing. Does the gear glow? Your goddamn rifle glows, motherfucker. And does it matter if it fucking glows under fucking thermal? Your fucking eyeballs and your face meat glows. Have we ever been in the caves in Kentucky? We were in some caves in Kentucky a couple weeks ago. What's it called? Lost River Cave System? Yeah, we actually took a tour of that place. I've not been in the bigger caves. That's something we plan to do. Hot barrels glow, yeah. So it came out that VSW MCM, very shallow water mine countermeasures, right? Low mu. Is this low magnetic signature? Yeah, it's certified low mu right here. It's titanium. It makes a terrible knife, right? When you cut a dead duck in half, it bends the teeth on a mission knife. But it doesn't matter because that 7-pound fucking rifle's not low mu. Your dive gear is not low mu. That fucking submarine you locked out of, it's also not low mu. The sheep for wool? No, we don't have wool sheep. We have hair sheep for meat. Wool sheep put 50% of the input you put into them is used to produce wool. And when you have wool sheep, you have to shear them. And that's a lot of fucking work. And it takes a lot of that food input into growing hair rather than meat. No. We use Katahdin sheep or St. Croix sheep. Or there's another one. I have St. Croix sheep. But same word as Navy SEAL. I'm a Navy SEAL. Yeah. Skylo hair sheep do not produce wool. Yeah. We don't have to maintain them. We also don't have to dock their tails. We don't have fly strike because of that. We don't have any of that shit. If you have a sheep and it still has its tail on and you haven't cut that tail off that motherfucker, sheep the ass end will hold manure and maggots will get in there and actually eat the sheep from the back end. Brian Robinson, are you looking at a building or do you have a building or what do you do, man? Sulfur dioxide is toxic. Yeah, I would assume so. They just fucking evacuated 2 counties. What % of yearly meat intake do you raise? So we're really good at growing meat. I am not good at utilizing the meat. We grow a lot of meat so that we can demonstrate how and what we do, and I have a lot of meat on the hoof. For instance, I have about 100 rabbits right now. I could take 20 rabbits and scale them into thousands of rabbits in a 30-day period. We could have them at a harvestable stage in under 90 days. So we just have kind of a demonstration facility. I work the animals every day. I maintain the farm and garden area every day. But we could scale that if we needed to. We also have something called Self-Reliance Festival. So 1,000 people at a time come here for this event. We just had our 6th event. We'll have our 7th in April. And people come in and we show them what we do. There's a lot of people that do this. I really just have a homestead. We live here on the property. And, we have gardens and row house and some crops, a lot of fruit trees. We just put in 60. We put in 36. How many trees did we just put in? 60? 60 more trees we just put in last week. Production manager at a local manufacturing plant. New to the community, but I'm interested in your skill set. What do you do, man, Brian? Like, what do you guys produce? Y'all ship to me in under 20 hours. We try to do that. It doesn't always happen, Adam. Not always. Katahdins are great. 15 ewes. dropping in January. Nice, nice. Junior ram that needs to get dead. We are the guy asked about meat, man. We're super spoiled in that we have people that work here that cook. Like Jeremy cooks. Josh, who's on here, he was a chef here. He was my chef here for years. So we eat very well. They shop mostly unfrozen meat. We've got a couple butchers that we use. We have, big coolers full of meat. We've got a whole cow in the freezer. But what I don't do ever is, hey, on Tuesday at 8 o'clock, I want to have ribeyes. Unthaw the ribeyes. We don't ever do that. We just go buy them fresh.
Which we did not do tonight.
Odd product, ceramic filters used in metal filtration. Oh, right on. Right on.
I'm gonna put this knife.
PVS 14s. Yeah, I have, how many 14s do I have? 7, 8? I have a lot of them.
I'm gonna put this on your desk.
Okay. I do not sell any night vision stuff. If we're doing night vision shit, TNVC, man. I know what I'm getting from them. I know the guys there. Do we use and then the sheep is really about building soil fertility back in the soil, right? We don't use any fertilizer here other than it came out the ass end of an animal. The rabbits, the more important part of the rabbit is the rabbit manure. I keep them in elevated cages, and all the rabbit manure falls into concrete mixing trays. And we take that every month or so and dump it into a big compost bin. And we take all that rabbit manure, we put it around all the trees. We use it in the raised bed gardens. You can take it and put it in a drum with water and a heater and make a tea, right? And then you can use that as a spray-on fertilizer. You can also foliar feed, which is just spraying the leaves of the plants and trees, and they'll absorb it that way. Pre-register for Self-Reliance Festival? Yeah, you just go to selfreliancefestival.com. Pre-sale tickets are currently open, I believe. You can get tickets now. You can also check out, we have a TikTok and an Instagram page for that. There's some videos on this channel. I'm nearing close to 5,000 videos right now. You can look at Self-Reliance Festival on here and see some of that also. John Lies, night vision pouches. Yeah, I sell night vision pouches. Not Night Al-Anon. Are you a company, buddy, or what do you do, man? Are you selling PVS 14s? You mean 31s, right? That's what you mean. You mean dual tubes, 31s is what you want? Half cow tomorrow. Nice, nice. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. Yeah, I eat dessert first every time. Oh, but back to the sheep. If you're going to build soil fertility, you need a room in it, right? Sheep, goat, cow. I like the sheep because they're not as unruly as goats. We had 23 goats here for a long time. But the sheep, you want them to eat you want them to eat the grass. And you want them to eat the top third. And then they're going to shit it out, and they're going to also push that manure into the ground and super aerate and fertilize that ground. Sheep, if you put a cow out in a pasture and there's ice or snow on the ground, the cow won't eat. It'll just nose in. It won't uncover the grass. A sheep, if you put sheep out in a pasture that's frozen, the sheep will uncover the grass and still feed itself. The drawback of having pasture-raised chickens, sheep, and cows with no shelter and just on grass, there is no good way to collect manure. No, so you confine them in smaller areas. I actually use a tractor. It's just a cage on wheels, and it's a pen that's 10 by 20 feet. So I confine 4 sheep in there, and they eat where I want them to eat, and then I move them once or twice a day, depending on the coverage. You don't want your sheep eating off the ground, because then they're eating out of their manure. And if they do that, then you have to vaccinate them, whereas you don't have to if you rotationally graze them and move them frequently. No, I just want a lid. I don't know what that's supposed to say. East Wind Farms, have a good night. Do you drink rabbit poop tea? Nope, I've never heard of anybody doing that. Nope. Do not. The beauty of rabbits, too, is you can feed rabbits everything that you call weeds for the most part. You can take cuttings off of a lot of different trees. We put in, what do we put in? 900, I think. Willow, hybrid poplar, and mulberry. And you compass them. When they start to grow, you don't let them grow into a tree. You chop them down, and then they grow into a bush like a blueberry plant. And you can take all the leaves and branches and feed them to the rabbits. You can also take them and run them through a wood chipper, and then you can ferment them and make silage, which is also called tree hay, which we used to do, you know, World War II times and before. And once you have silage, you can store silage up to 24 months. And then you can feed that to a lot of stuff, rabbits, ducks, and stuff. I'm looking at the proofs for artwork on the new shirt. Pretty badass. Like sweet gum trees, you know? They have those fucking spiky balls. A lot of animals can eat that. Want a pair for myself up here between Buffalo and New York and Niagara Falls area. Been crazy things that have happened over the years. Yeah, man, you have a lot of options. On Facebook, there's a lot of night vision groups. And if you can't afford like a pair of dual tubes or whatever, you can piece it together, right? You could get a 14 and then build a bridge or buy a bridge or print a bridge and then remote power supply. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You could, I really like, I mean, it depends what you want to do with it. But for just walking around outside, I like the 7 Bravos, and you can pick them up very inexpensively. You can, you know, do a single tube and PVS 14. You have so many options, man. So many options in different price ranges right now. And then also with grazing, right? So if we're going to run sheep or cows or whatever, run your sheep, and then, you know, keep your chickens in pens, tractors, right? I have movable pens. So put your sheep down, and when you move them, on the 3rd day, because when you move the sheep, the flies are going to lay larvae in the manure. It's the 3rd day when that larva is going to hatch. So you want your chickens in that same space 2 to 3 days later, because they're going to dig through that manure. They're going to break the manure up. They're going to eat the maggots out of there, which is good. You want them to do that. It's going to cut your fly load down. And then those chickens are going to break up that sheep manure or cow patties, and they're going to scratch that, going after those seeds and bugs in the soil, and they're going to super fertilize that soil for you. I use PVS 14 dominant eye, FLIR breach on the left eye. Do you live in the same facility as your business? I'm going to use your movable pin idea for chickens. I have tons of videos of it, man. You can see it. Just look up chicken tractor. We have rabbit tractors too. All that is just a pin on the ground. Like we take the baby rabbits at about 6 weeks and I put them in pins on the ground on grass. Now, they eat the grass. I also still feed them pellets a little bit, but it cuts my pelletized feed by about 50%. And then the rabbits, depending how many rabbits are in the pen and how big the pen is, you can figure out how much manure load you have, how much fertilization you have there. So you move them every day, every couple days. If your load is real high and you've got too many rabbits in there, then you move them 2 or 3 times a day. They're going to chomp down all those weeds, all that clover and all that stuff that's there. And now in the summer, when I'm moving in the spring, when I'm moving rabbits, every time I move them, I have an electric seeder. So I have a seed mix. So I can overseed with what I want there. So you can see on a lot of videos. I have a video series called On the Compound. And this is the compound, right? It's a 10-acre area here. And you can see from my drone shots where the rabbits and the chickens have moved over a 30-day period. And you can watch, like the day I move them, that grass is just yellow and it's cut short and it looks pretty dead. And as you come out about a week, it starts to grow and it's bright green. And where they were 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the green just gets brighter and brighter and brighter. It's like we're turning the voltage up. And you can see it in the drone shots. You can really see it working. Merchandise for your stand-up shows. Man, it just depends. We talk a lot about business development. There's a button on here called Join, and you join. It's $10 a week, $10 a month, and we have a lot of private group videos that we do. Amanda, my wife, and I, we sit down on Friday, and we answer all of your questions, and we build a 90-minute, 2-hour video on specifically on this, on promotional, on business, on relationship, on entrepreneurship. You ask what you want. You ask that question, I'll give you a super in-depth answer with 10 different options on there. And we'll even tell you where to get your branded merchandise. What we personally use, the companies we've done business with for 20 years, 30 years. John's Chicken Tractor. Thank you, Josh. 7 cows, sheep around the 21 sheep at night. Not up close, just as watchers around them. Interesting to see. That's cool. Any suggestions for merchandise? Overton, upgrade to iRay MH25. I did the same with Breach. iRay is in another league. Won't break the bank. We have a buddy that's well, it doesn't matter what he is. We got a buddy that's very, very high in the night vision arena. Eagle, what's up, man? Also, while you're all here, check out Homestead Apprentice on Instagram. There's a website, homesteadapprentice.com. Check that out. It's a new Instagram page. There's content going up every week. Check that out. See if that appeals to you. Does he have glazed eyes? You got to go to the deepest, darkest prisons, and you trade a man a cigarette, have him polish your eyelids, have him polish your eyeballs so you can see in the dark. So when you crash land on a different planet and the little creatures come out at night and want to eat you, you'll be able to see them. And all you guys on here right now, you should check out Overton's stuff. Click on his name and check out his channel. Kind of a big deal. Getting lag. You're getting lag. Damn internet. I've only got 7 of them in here. Man, it's weird without that sewing machine right here. You can see where I sit. See how dirty it is? Because my chair wheels just rub on anything that's in off my shoes because I'm in and out all the time. Favorite product to make? I don't have one. Money. My favorite product to make is money. And for you guys that aren't aware, I started this company 35 years ago. I design all this shit. I still sew every day. And on my YouTube channel, this channel, I have a series of videos called Full Build, where I sit down, show you a product, and actually show you how I make the product. And if you, with a little bit of creativity, you could actually duplicate the product. Blowing away the Wi-Fi particles. Now there's no fan on. It's just this fucking metal building, man. Ethan Barnes. What did Ethan say that got deleted there? That's weird. Ethan Barnes. Did you step on your dick with golf shoes? Thanks, Simone. Virginia has 49 max bid. Ethan, type something out. I can't. I assume you were talking. I didn't delete anyone. Wasn't me this time. Yeah, it says it was deleted by Special Operations. Weird. We'll see. We'll see. He said something that somebody thought was inappropriate, I guess. Took me 5 minutes to find the apply button on Homestead Apprentice. Immediately disqualified. Yeah, you fucking got that right. We're also not going to give you the address of where to show up. You got to be able to figure that out too. John, I didn't delete it. I don't know what it was. I don't know who it was or what it was about. Yeah, somebody was on here the other night saying they were applying for the Homestead Apprentice. And we actually had a conference video call this morning, several people involved, and whoever that was had not applied. There's a bunch of applications now. Ethan Barnes, the Tyson Walmart meat censored me. I don't know what that's about. Weird. He said Overton is cool, but he hates pistol braces. Overton lives in a state where he can just do whatever he wants to do, I think. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here in just a minute. Any questions, last minute comments, statements? Anything super fucking cool you're about to do this weekend? Overton is cool, but he hates guns. You thought Overton lived in a bus in Alaska? We're going to live in a bus in Alaska. Do I have a reachable email? Yeah, you have to be able to figure out how to find it, though. I don't give that out. if you were on my email or my text app, you would know that. And when I get off of here, you're on this channel right here. I mean, there are some complete fucking idiots out there. So this doesn't hold true to everybody. But unless you're a complete dipshit, anybody with a YouTube channel, if you go to About or whatever on there, or you look in the comments of the videos, there's always a link to the website of said company and a little bit of info on how you can do business, buy their products, and contact them. And it's usually in that information area. Jose, what's up, man? Your Yankee mother? Great chat, thanks. Be rolling next Friday for business classes, and I'll tag you in the clip. So, join the membership, and that will give you access to hundreds of videos. I'd say, I don't know, guys. Before we get off here, there's 73 of you on here. How many of you guys are in our membership area? Just say yes or no. Are you in the membership area? And is there value there for you? I would say, I'll bet 40% of the videos we put out, 40% of the content is in the membership area. Amanda's like, yes. She's in half the videos. What isn't YouTube's live stream post comments from the top down? Seems like it would be much easier to read just scrolling down. Yeah. You know what would be cool? If YouTube would leave the fucking comments how I ended a video, if it was just automatically that way the next time. Make Amanda pay for a membership? I don't have a way to give it. Like, my mom would have to pay for a membership. I don't have the ability to give you a membership. All right, guys, I'm out of here.